Hello everybody and welcome back to Crypto Simplified. Today is D-Day in India for cryptocurrency traders. This is possibly the last day we have to get our funds out of these exchanges. So if you haven't, please do that quickly because you don't really know how the government's going to treat this, and it's better to be safe than sorry. Keep your crypto with you in a wallet where you hold the private key. First thing you should be doing. Second thing, get your rupees out if you haven't spent them on your exchanges. This is absolutely vital because if you do it after this date, the government has issued an order to the RBI to maybe even shut down your bank account. So please folks, be very, very careful. For the rest of the world, you guys are having an absolutely awesome day. Green all over the market. I only wish we had such luck. So folks, before I get into this market update, I want to thank all of you guys for the fantastic level of support. Please keep telling all your friends about this channel. Remember, I have an ADA giveaway when we hit 1,000 subs. So keep telling all your friends, keep leaving comments on my videos, and leave your Daedalus wallet addresses as well. Keep doing this until I hit this 1,000 subscriber mark, because remember, when I do, I shall run one of those random comment picker things on the video. So the last video before 1,000 subs, that will be the one that's eligible for this ADA giveaway. So carrying on from what I said about this little cryptocurrency kerfuffle in India, I have an article over here on Quartz, and it's a timeline on how we've effectively been cheated out of a global market here. I'm not going to mince my words. I'm thoroughly disappointed by what the government has done right now. These protectionist policies are only going to hurt us in the long term. This is cutting edge innovation. Things change on a daily basis, and they've effectively put us back several months in this industry. I believe this is irresponsible at best. At worst, it's absolute sabotage of our economy. So let's have a look at the cryptocurrency markets then. I did say it's positive, and yes, it is a ton of green in this market. The combined cryptocurrency market cap is still under 300 billion USD, and Bitcoin dominance has finally dropped below 42%. So the big gainers for today, Ethos. I have a video on Ethos. Do check it out. It's a fairly promising company that's looking towards getting government regulation under their belt first. This recent price bump could be due to the availability of their wallet in the USA, and yesterday on the 4th of July, they released their wallet in the United States of America. Of course, the USA is easily the biggest market for all this sort of stuff, and seeing this price bump is really refreshing. Well done, Ethos. You guys have rolled out your project fairly well. We have similar massive gains for Electronium, Gas, Mithril, Smart Cash, Zilliqa. Done a video on that, folks. Check it out. OX, BitShares, and Status. It's been a good day for crypto. In terms of the negatives, we don't really have too much except for Syscoin. If you've been following the news, Syscoin would be something that you're familiar with. If not, stay tuned. I shall cover the entire Syscoin situation later on in this video. Steem, Decentraland, and Tesos aren't doing too well either. But on the whole, the market is green. There is lots of reason, folks, to be optimistic. Stay tuned till the end of the video, and I shall give you reasons why you should be absolutely optimistic about the future of cryptocurrencies, folks. The development is happening, and it's only a matter of time before it reflects in the price. So first up, let's have a look at an event that you folks absolutely must visit. Tickets are free, so there's no price barrier to entry over here, and it's in San Francisco. So if you are able to travel to San Francisco for the beginning of October, this is a festival of ideas, folks. You have to go over here. It's free. You have legit nothing to lose by going there, showing your face, and just hoovering up as much knowledge as you possibly can. Link in the description. So do check this out. Get your tickets, leave a comment, and a like in this video when you do buy your tickets, folks. This is something that I really wish I could attend. I'm on the other side of the world though, but who knows? If the situation changes, I might see you there. No promises though. Next up is a deep dive into Cardano. You know I'm a huge Cardano fan, and over here Charles is talking about the crypto economy and Cardano's place within it. It's a longish video, just under an hour, but if you have the time, just put your headphones in and listen to this while you're doing your other stuff, because this is an absolutely great thing that he's done. People are hating on Cardano because while they have peer-reviewed stuff, they don't actually have anything out in the open. But I actually think that's commendable, because a safety-first mentality with people's money is, for me, very important. Throwing out a project and just hoping that it lands on its feet, I think, is quite irresponsible. So I'm very glad that Cardano and RHOC have been going about it in this way. Next up, we have the case for hodling Bitcoin. This is a Forbes article, link in the description, but it's basically talking about the price movements of cryptocurrencies. The most pertinent quote is over here highlighted. The dotted red line shows that the annualized return from 2013 to 2017 would be a negative 25% if an investor missed the best 10 days of each year. The two positive return years, 2016 and 17, were not enough to make up for the declines on the other four. So the main point that you can glean from this article is that hodling has value. Of course, trying to sell the top is great. That's what we all want to do. We also all want to enter on the bottom. But most of the time, these moonshots for cryptocurrencies happen out of the blue. It's impossible to actually say, okay, this is definitely going to move 100%, 200%. There's no actual way to say this. You can use technical analysis to try and gauge what the likelihood is, but that's all you're doing. You're playing with probabilities there. There's no way to actually know. So this is where the value of hodling comes in. Look at this with a long-term perspective. Put your money in there and just consider it gone. Consider that you just do not have this money to spend anymore. You're never going to get it back. Be patient. Leave it in your wallet. Don't overtrade, because you could be one of the lucky ones that catches this moonshot from the bottom all the way to the top. Patience is absolutely key. These markets move a ton more than your traditional stocks and other assets. And that would sort of encourage people to be a lot more active with trading. No, that's not how it works. Of course, it's possible for you to make a lot of money by playing the volatility, but you can also make much, much more money sometimes if you sit on your hands. So folks, be extra wary about this. The market is going up. That doesn't mean it's going to go up for sure back to the heights that we were at. But remember, in the past, whenever Bitcoin has pulled back, it has retraced and gone on way, way further than its previous levels. So patience is absolutely key, folks. Next up, folks, we have the big news for today. It's concerning Binance and Syscoin. So basically, what happened was that one Syscoin sold for 96 Bitcoin. So the price of this really shot up and alarm bells were set off at the Binance headquarters. So they halted trading just to make sure that the system wasn't being compromised. And it turns out that there was a problem on the Syscoin blockchain that enabled this. And so they were suspecting that it was an API issue because people using parts of the Binance system in other websites, there could have been a vulnerability over there. So just to be sure, Binance has reset everything just to ensure that everyone is safe and no further funds are lost. The CEO of Binance, CZ, he is quite vocal on Twitter. Whenever things go wrong, he addresses it very, very quickly. And the first thing he said, funds are safe. Being cryptocurrency and being that we sort of have a language that is moving around spelling mistakes here, we do have this meme, Binance on fire, things are going crazy, but then CZ saying funds are safer. And this is morphed into something completely beautiful, which is the SAFU, the Secure Asset Fund for Users, where 10% of trade fees will go into a cold wallet to reimburse people who get exposed in a glitch like this. Of course, it's no fault of the users. Binance are making a ton of money. They can totally afford to keep aside 10% of their earnings for crisis situations like this. It just makes the company come out looking better. And I think this is fantastic management skills and crisis control from the folks at Binance. So really, really, really well done, folks. But then this just serves as a reminder that there is nothing better than holding your crypto in your own wallet. Do not rely on exchanges to do the right thing. Of course, they might be legally obligated now to do the right thing, but remember, these are untraceable currencies, folks. The whole point of having your money under your control is actually having it under your control. Don't rely on an exchange to do the right thing. Just remove that element of risk. When you're done accumulating your crypto, withdraw into your own personal wallet where you hold the keys. It's as simple as that. Safety first, people. This is financial independence. If your money gets lost, it's on you. So please take extra precautions. Next up, we're going to have a talk about one of my favorite projects in the space. I'm making a video on them. It's still in the works because I want to make sure that I leave no stone left unturned. But just as a little bit of a precursor, I want to talk about Elastos and its airdrops. So according to this article, the airdrops will begin in mid-August. So in order to be eligible for Elastos airdrops, you need to hold your Elastos tokens in your own wallet. Basically, what's happening over here is that the Elastos Ecosystem Collaboration Project has a ton of tokens. And they are going to redistribute them to holders of Elastos. So 80% of the collected tokens will be redistributed. 20% will go to the Elastos Foundation in order to help promote growth and development of the Elastos platform. I think this is a trial to stop people from dumping their tokens because it's giving people incentive to hold on to their tokens. If Elastos gets listed on a major exchange like Binance, there could be a pump and then a very, very radical dump. What this is doing is sort of encouraging people to just stay put, don't trade just yet, just hang on to your Elastos tokens. So I shall be leaving this link in the description as well. If you're an Elastos holder, do check this out because this information is important. If you're not an Elastos holder, I'm not going to bore you with any more of this. Next up, we have NEO is approaching complete decentralization. We all know for a fact that there are a few nodes on NEO, very few nodes, so it's not exactly decentralized. But that was just like a training wheels time in their development. They ensure that the system cannot be attacked by making sure that the nodes are honest. Obviously, the drawback with having a NEO node is that it's very, very expensive. If you want to be a Bitcoin miner, getting the equipment is expensive. If you want to be a premium staker or a masternode holder, it costs money. So there's always this barrier to entry that means that you really need to be serious about something if you want to be a part of the system. I think it's a good way that they're doing it. Of course, they're rolling out slowly, and this is all in the intention of ensuring that the system is stable. Safety first, people. Safety first. If you want to challenge the financial system, and if you want to make it more responsible, we've got to be responsible about this ourselves and make sure that it works. These things need to be completely operational straight out the box. There is no room for error. This is people's hard-earned money that needs to be safe. I hope that with the next two pieces of news that I'm looking at, it's a sign of much greater things to come in the cryptocurrency space. First up, we have the ability to send Bitcoin from one individual to another without the need of an internet connection. This technology was speculated for a very long time, and basically what it does is it relies on people broadcasting your transaction to an internet-based node. This is a huge, huge development because everyone is talking about Bitcoin banking the unbanked and unbanking the banked. You can only do this if everyone can access this. While the rise of smartphones in Southeast Asia is truly phenomenal, there are still a lot of people who can't afford to have them. They might be able to afford the phone itself, but can they afford to maintain the service and their data usage? Not necessarily. If you've gone anywhere in rural India that's not near the Delhi area, you know how difficult it is to actually get your WhatsApp or Instagram going. It's absolutely impossible. But what you can do is send text messages. And this makes it possible for you to actually send Bitcoin from one person to another by text. And in a very common theme to the development that we expect in this space, the machines are doing the heavy lifting, while the humans are just doing the human things like making a decision that a payment needs to be made. This does not require a whole bunch of coding knowledge. It just requires you to hold a wallet, and the devs behind this wallet have coded the heavy lifting in already. This is perfect. Very, very, very well done, Samurai Wallet. You folks are bringing about positive change, and I hope it's global. And finally, the last piece of really, really exciting news. We've seen the price of cryptocurrencies shoot up exponentially. But now we are seeing the attention in the space and the development on GitHub. So all this is open source code being posted onto GitHub. This is also shooting up exponentially. The development is going through the roof, people. Through the roof. I say this fairly frequently in my videos, but I believe this to be 100% true. We have very, very intelligent people working in a completely open and permissionless environment in order to bring about real world change. People might be distracted by the falling valuation of cryptocurrency, but the real development happens in the down markets by people behind the scenes. I am absolutely 100% optimistic about the future of cryptocurrencies. This is just me. The more I read about cryptocurrency, the more I read about the advantages that it can bring, the more I learn. And I am literally learning a ton every day. Every day for me is a learning experience. I've not felt like this in a very, very long time. And the fact that we can see development like this happening right in front of our eyes, folks, I do believe that better times are ahead. Maybe, just maybe, this cryptocurrency revolution finally has the work going on completely out of sight to make it an absolute reality. So on that note, folks, that's all from me. This is Marvin Crypto Simplified, signing off. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and leave your Daedalus wallet address down in the comments. We shall catch up very, very soon. You folks take care. I do hope for all of our sakes that the bull run is just around the corner. See you soon, folks. You take care. Laters.